Hello. This video demonstrates the music library tool Albums. Albums runs in Python on Linux, Windows, or Mac. Albums can help correct issues with tags, album art, and file names to give the best experience on digital audio players and music servers. I can immediately use it to check for issues in a folder. Okay, it works. We'll come back to this. Working with a configured library is the default if you don't use the --dir option. For this demo, my music library is in the operating system default folder in my home directory. We'll go ahead and create the database. This takes longer, scanning thousands of albums over network attached storage, but it'll be very quick here. It worked. Before continuing, I'm going to take a quick look at the configuration. Here are some of the global settings, probably fine. Here I can see all the checks and disable any that I want to. And here are the configuration options for the individual checks. Not all the checks have options. I'm going to look at track file name. This is a template, and I'm going to put a period after the track number. Now I'll analyze my library. This list might explain why on a digital audio player you would see missing and weird cover art, tracks playing in the wrong order, and one album showing up as two albums. I want to fix these issues. Albums has a concept of a cover source file that's different from the embedded covers, and it wants to use this cover TIFF file as that, so we'll let it do that. Now it can embed the cover art as a smaller JPEG. This album, it says the track numbers are all missing in the tags, and it wants to use the ones from the file names. Let it do that. The default track number pad policy is a 2-digit minimum, so it'll add zeros to the track numbers that are only 1 digit. Let it do that. It has detected the album name from the folder name and the artist name from the parent folder name. It's pulling the title now out of the file name and filling that in. Now using the new generated file names with the format that we specified. Done. This album has extra white space present in one of the tags. You can see that here. The white space at the end of the tag there from manual entry. And we'll go ahead and strip that out. This album has slightly not square cover art. It's 720 by 700. Wants to make it square. The way that it does this is by writing a cover PNG file in the folder and marking that as the cover source. Now it's offering to embed that new square cover in the files. We'll let it do that. These files don't match the configured pattern, so we'll rename them. And we're done. Is everything fixed? That was easier than finding and fixing those issues manually. But is there a better way? Let's try to fix them with the automatic option. Okay, everything's fixed. There are a lot more checks and fixes not shown in this demonstration. Another thing albums can do is apply rules to a new album and then put it in the right folder in your library. I have 2 from Bandcamp, and I unzip them here. Albums already knows where my library is, and I've set up the configuration, so now I can just do this. The embedded cover image is larger than the settings allow, so we'll extract and remove it. Front cover source and re-embed it. Use our configured file names and copy it into the library. That was fast, but it could be faster. I'll do the next one hands-free. Let's say my tiny digital audio player doesn't have enough space for my whole collection. Albums has a way for me to mark some albums as part of a collection. We'll call the new collection DAP for Digital Audio Player. Adding one at a time is slow, so we could use pattern matching. Let's see if this will fit. We filtered the list by collection. It's 1.1 gigs, 2 hours of music. My digital audio player is mounted, so we'll sync those files over. And that's basically it. There are a lot of checks with different features and configuration options described in the documentation. Real quick, I'll mention a couple of advanced features. You can export albums as JSON just to see what the album's utility gathers and uses, or to use the scan data for something else. I've been using the path or collection to select albums, but you can search in other ways with the --match or -m option. For example, this selects an album by track title. This works for the list command or any of the commands that operate on albums in the library. Well, that's about it. For more, look at the documentation. Thanks.